DONALD-W9OBX.
Roger, OBS. Roger, Roger. What's the name there?
Roger, OBS. Roger, Roger. What's the name there? The name is Donald here, and it's a Whiskey Niner, Oscar Bravo X-ray. I think you might have heard me earlier. I was trying to get my mobile rig tuned up. I think you might have said passed above the noise floor.
Oh, Roger, Roger. And what was that call again? One more time.
Oh, Roger, Roger. And what was that call again? One more time. So, Whiskey Niner, Oscar Bravo X-ray.
Roger, Roger. I miss on that last syllable, but it's OBX. Is that correct?
OBX. Is that correct? Yes.
Roger, Roger. There. And what's the location, sir?
Location, sir. The location here is in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm on my base station, not the mobile.
Roger, Roger. And what radio is that?
Roger, Roger. And what radio is that? This is an FT-950, just barefoot, and it's a 40-meter tuned, just a wire, just inverted V. My tower at about 40 feet up in the air, and so yeah, that's about it. Pretty simple.
Roger, Roger, Donald. Your audio looks good. You have good ballistics there, about 3 dB dynamic range, which means that your average percent peak modulation is about 80 to 85%. One thought would be to maybe come up a couple of clicks on your treble EQ to facilitate good articulation. Need, in my estimation, just a little more definition to your audio. So I would say a 2 clicks boost, treble EQ, depending on what kind of EQ you have in your radio there. If you have, do you have a selectable EQ in your transmitter?
Selectable EQ in your transmitter? No, negative. I've got like notch filters and width and contour, shift, things like that. But there's not an actual like a EQ on this, at least that I know of.
Yes, sir. I think, gosh, if you have width and intensity, I'm pretty sure you would have frequency. So let me just pass along. The ideal push frequency is 2.7 kilohertz. 2.7 kilohertz. If you do find out that you can adjust that treble frequency, we want 2.7 kilohertz, width of 4. So that's width of 4, 2 clicks boost, and the frequency is 2.7 kilohertz. Roger.
And the frequency is 2.7 kilohertz. Roger. The width is 2.7. I moved it, so I'm not sure how this changes anything. I got everything else contoured. Everything else is the same, but I did do the 2.7 kilohertz on the width. I'm not sure how if that made any difference.
Yeah, let's check about that. You should have adjustable. This is a different deal. As just a minute ago we were talking about audio equalization, but you also have a thing called transmit bandwidth. And I usually deal with that first because it's so important. And what we're looking for, you probably have options, maybe 3 options of what your transmit bandwidth TBW should be. And we really prefer the 100 to 2900 TBW because that gives your transmitter the opportunity to be all that it can be, and then gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. So looking for 100 to 2900 on your transmit bandwidth. Roger.
For 100 to 2900 on your transmit bandwidth. Roger. Okay, roger that. I'm going to have to make notes here, I guess, and then I'll probably have to go through the menu and the manual. But I am making notes, and I'm also on my way out of town, so I was trying to set up my mobile rig, and just wanted to reach out to you and make some contact here. So yeah, I'm making some good notes. If you have any other suggestions when it's time to look at the menu, I would love to look up the owner's manual and try to get all these adjustments.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the sequence is first to get that TBW working as best you can, 100 to 2900. Then move to your compressor processor on at just a third of its capabilities. That would be a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Just a third of that compressor processor capability. Then move to your ALC, your automatic noise limiter meter, and with mic gain in hand, and as you say the secret word, audio, don't worry about the last half of that word, it's just the first part, you become a human test generator, and I want you to take your hand on that microphone level and adjust it for 7 or 2/3 on your ALC meter. So that's 7 or 2/3 on your ALC meter as you say the word audio and manipulate the gain to where it does read that on your ALC meter. Roger?
Manipulate the gain to where it does read that on your ALC meter. Roger?
Okay, yeah, this is good. This is good stuff. I'm right going to make all these notes. The LC 7 or 2/3 and say okay, this is excellent.
Yes, sir. And be sure now when you say that you don't stress it. You just say it like any other word in a QSO. You know, you just because if you stress that word and your level's hotter than your normal speech pattern, then it's, you know, you have an erroneous reading. So or adjustment to your mic level. So what I would suggest is, again, you just say that audio, just as you would say any other word in a QSO, and adjust the mic level until your ALC meter is running 7 to 2/3, Roger?
Your ALC meter is running 7 to 2/3, Roger?
Yeah, roger that. That sounds really good.
Alrighty, and then I think you'll be in good shape. What microphone are you using right now?
I think you'll be in good shape. What microphone are you using right now?
It's just the standard, the stock microphone that came to M831.
Roger, Roger. That's a hand mic, Roger?
Roger, Roger. That's a hand mic, Roger?
Yep, roger that. I've got it on tone 2 on the back. I could change to tone 1 and to see if there's any difference there.
I would leave it just like it is there and crank in a couple of clicks of treble EQ additional from where you are. And also the hand mic, the best way to use that hand mic is pull it to the corner of your lips. Actually touch the corner of your lips and talk across it. Do not talk into it, talk across it. That'll give you a whole lot less mouth noise and stuff. Roger?
A whole lot less mouth noise and stuff. Roger?
Okay, yeah, roger that. That's what I'm doing right now. I've got it about, 2 inches from my mouth, and I'm talking 90 degrees to it across the diaphragm, so to speak.
Roger. Now, try something. Actually touch the corner of your lips. Touch the corner of your lips as you're speaking, Roger.
Touch the corner of your lips. Touch the corner of your lips as you're speaking, Roger.
Okay, yeah, now I'm touching that. Microphone's on the corner of my lips, and I am talking directly across the diaphragm knot straight into it. Roger?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ideal. I could not tell that you were using a hand mic. It sounded like a studio mic. And so that's the advantage of operating the hand mic that way. It gets it out of the plosive traffic. And, because the electret microphone is a pretty, well, all microphones are sensitive, and you want to take, liberties as far as maybe applying certain things. Like I would suggest, whether you're running a dynamic microphone or an electret microphone, a foam windscreen that fits over the microphone. It's so beautiful. I mean, after you put the foam windscreen on there, you can pretty much approach that microphone any way you want. Head in, sideways, upside down. That filter just does beautiful. So, and they're only like about $4 or $5. So, and you can probably order it from Amazon or somebody, and get it the next day. And it's just, like I say, it's just that final thing to bring your station to, total capabilities. We all have capabilities of getting on the air, but then once past that, you start thinking about maybe refining the audio system technically, or sometimes one has to change maybe their approach to how they speak on a microphone. You know, there is this thing called proximity effect, which is a statement that says the closer that you get to a microphone element, you have a bass buildup. So the closer you get, the more bottom end you're going to have. So sometimes you can do an EQ without actually having an electronic EQ to work from. It's just how you adjust the microphone, Roger.
It's just how you adjust the microphone, Roger.
Okay, yeah, roger that. That sounds really good. I do play music in some bands. It's been a while, but I used to play, and so I do like the audio, trying to increase the audio. So these are things I've never heard, and so definitely gonna take advantage of the studying up more on what you're telling me when I get back from my trip, and then I might even try to include some of these items in my mobile rig while I'm on my trip. I'll have some downtime. I just put a HD7D in my van, and I just got some ham sticks put on the back. So that's what I'm going to be after I get off this QSO with you. I'll probably be packing up and going to try the 20 meters on the road, driving down the road. So and I may play around with the mic there too if I get some contact. And see that. So yeah, this is all excellent information. I'm talking across the mic, corner of my mouth. So hopefully my audio sounds a little bit better than it was at the start of the QSO. Over.
Roger, Donald. Well, we are recording since 3:30. So if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3400, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger.
And I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger.
Okay, Roger, that's Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor.
That's a Roger. Name here is Jim, Juliet India Mike, and we are located down around Louisville, Kentucky, just across the river from Louisville, over in Indiana. Roger.
Just across the river from Louisville, over in Indiana. Roger.
Yeah, roger that. I just drove through Louisville for the first time back in March. I was coming back from a ski trip. I like to go take a month out west to skiing, and we took the northern route instead of going through the lower part of like Paducah. We came across Louisville. Very nice. I wanted to spend some time there, but we just didn't have the time. But I'd like to get back and visit. It looks like from the interstate. Looks like a very interesting city so it's on my list to spend more time in.
Roger, it's maybe not as, oh gosh, I can't say that, comparing it to like Nashville, but it's a nice town, and I like it. New Albany is across the river there. It's a nice little hamlet that gets you out of the all the hustle and bustle of that Louisville, the major city, quote unquote. So gosh, glad to have you in our neighborhood. Give us a shout there. There's quite a few VHF, UHF repeaters in the area. I think there's about 18 VHF and UHF repeaters. So if you have a VHF, UHF unit with you, you could probably do well. Even a small handheld unit,
do well. Even a small handheld unit,
Okay, yeah, roger that. That's what I do a lot is some of those local feeders here. I'm very familiar with those guys. And so, awesome. That sounds good. Are you on this frequency on a regular basis?
I'm on this frequency 7188 every Friday afternoon from 3:30 till 5. Every Friday afternoon, 3:30 till 5. Roger.
Till 5. Every Friday afternoon, 3:30 till 5. Roger.
Yeah, roger that. I'm writing that down. So once I make some, I'll do some changes on the audio, and then maybe see how those do with recording. So I'll start to check back maybe next week and see how my progress is going.
Roger, Donald. Only one thought about your mobile unit. You might want to approach compression processor levels very closely, because you know you have such a usually such a higher ambient noise level in a mobile that any compression or processing would add to that, and I'm not sure that necessarily that would be the best thing. You'd have to, you know, get a report from somebody if you know there's too much noise in there. You could back off your compression. I certainly wouldn't go over a 3 in a mobile unit, and I would also pay particular attention to the lower EQ frequencies of the microphone in the mobile. Since most of the ambient noise is of low frequency, you can change your signal to noise ratio by simply rolling off some of that bass frequency. Roger, Roger.
Some of that bass frequency. Roger, Roger.
Okay, yeah, roger that. That sounds good. Yeah, this will be the first time I've just had VHF, UHF in the van, and it is an old van. Sometimes I wear earmuffs. If I'm going on a long trip, or I wear some noise canceling like earplugs, noise isolating earplugs just to save my ears. So yeah, this will be very interesting. I need to make sure that my the hand stick doesn't stick up above 13 feet 6 inches, so I don't hit any overpasses. But I'm going to do my best driving down the road, and certainly if I don't break the hand stick driving down the road, once I get out to the Outer Banks, there's lots of water around the Pamlico Sound. And I think that's going to be a good opportunity to try to orient the van in a certain direction to reach out. Maybe use I've heard I can use the van as somewhat of a Yagi to help direct some of the signal from the ground plane of the van. So it'll be a good experiment. I'm kind of looking forward to trying out all this new setup. And yeah, Roger.
Roger, I think the prognostication for the radiation pattern is that it's an egg coming from the antenna across to the front of your vehicle. So it's if your antenna is mounted to the left rear, your radiation max would be to the right front. So it kind of goes something like that. Roger.
Okay, yeah. I tried to set the microphone. It's on the rear door, and it's centered as close as I can get centered. It's not quite centered, but it's within a foot of being centered over the van, and it's as high as I can get it. I need to actually go check because I just tuned it with a little nano VNA, and I had to raise the width up a little higher. So I need to make sure what my height is before I start going down the road. But yeah, I think I've heard that. Yeah, it'll go like, I guess when I'm driving east, stations west might have a hard time, but as I come back to the west, stations throughout North America should have a better time.
Yeah, Roger. Just think it's going to be off if it's the antenna's on the back left, it's going to be off the front right. Left rear for the antenna, and right front for the radiation pattern coming off. And as more you appreciate and approximate to center of that roof line, then the more omni that pattern would take. Roger.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Kind of it sort of acts like a director, the van body. So yeah, okay, sounds good. All right, well, let me get going here. I need to go start packing some stuff up and finishing up my work day. And this has been a fantastic Qso. I've got lots of information and lots of homework to do, which is going to be fun. And I'll definitely be reaching out if I can next Friday. I've already put down the date, so hopefully I'll be around to try to maybe finish up and circle back on my progress.
Roger, Donald 73, sir. You have a great afternoon and a good trip, and arrive safely wherever you're going, and then safely back. 73. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.